All right, the big breaking news coming in. The Sensex has hit 50,000. It's crossed the 50,000 mark. This is a historic day for the Indian stock market. The Sensex hitting that record high. Remember, it had been on the verge of 50,000 for several days now, but finally crossing that 50,000 mark. Let's go across to NDTV Sakshi Bajaj for more. And Sakshi, so is it there is a result of what happened in the US? What's driving the markets? And finally, this is something I know you've been talking about for several days now, that how we're just on the verge of that 50,000, and now we've hit that record number.
That's right, a historic day for markets, Gargi. Of course, global cues adding to the sentiment. Remember, the Nasdaq surged 2%, closing at a record high. The S&P 500 climbed 1.4% and closed at a fresh all-time high. And clearly, global cues also adding to this sentiment. Of course, we, like you said, for several days now, we've been counting down to the crucial 50,000 mark for the Sensex. And really, what experts believed will be driving this crucial 50,000 mark will be, of course, the vaccination hopes, which are now a reality and are underway. Of course, the fact that, the pandemic may, at least see some light at the end of the tunnel. So that really was something that experts were believing will clearly be driving the markets higher. Having said that, of course, the heavyweights have also been doing well. If you see today, the Sensex, firstly, we have heavyweights like Reliance, we have HCL Tech, we have the tech companies, not only in India, but also globally. The tech companies led the U.S. to close at a fresh record high overseas. And, of course, keeping the fact that just now when we saw in pre-opening, we hit the 50,000 mark, the countdown had really begun, and all eyes were on the fact that we will hit this crucial mark today. So clearly a historic day. All sectoral indices in the green, Gargi. Of course, leading the pack right now, over 1% higher is the Nifty Auto. We've had, of course, the Nifty IT and media, all sectors really in the green. The PSU banking stocks also driving the sentiment higher at the moment.
All right, Sakshi, thanks so much for joining us with that. So that's the big breaking news right now. Historic high for the Sensex as it crosses the 50,000 mark. As Sakshi was saying, some optimism given the vaccine drive is taking place and that economies will soon recover. Also, what's happening in the U.S. with the swearing in of Biden taking over as the new president. And so sentiment really optimistic there. As we said, for several days now, it had just been shy of 50,000, and we were expecting it to cross that 50,000 mark sometime this week and today. And there you have that historic high reached by the Sensex.